Good morning, dear students. We are studying the chapter packing, and we have studied the first two part of that, and we are going to continue with the next part of it. It is on the page number 85 and on the paragraph number 9. And then it was George's turn, and he trod on the butter. I didn't say anything, but I came over and sat on the edge of the table and watched them. So here they were started. See, like there was he was expecting that there will be some fun, and the same thing was there. So they started. Then it was the George's turns. The first it was Harris who made the mistake. Now it is the turn of the George, and he trod on the butter. Meaning is given trod on. Meaning is given stepped on, or means keeping, like putting your legs on the something like, okay, by chance or purposely, anyhow. So but he kept on the butter. So he put his legs on the butter, and I didn't say anything, but I came over and sat on the edge of the table and watched them. So he actually had seen this, and if he had informed, then it would not have become much problematic. But he did not say anything, and he wanted to watch the fun of it, and he just left it like that. And he was just sitting there on the table, on the side of a table. He was sitting and watching what they are doing or how they are going to face this problem. It irritated them more than anything I could have said. I felt that it made them nervous and excited. So they started getting very much nervous and excited. So he could have told it, but he did not say. So that made them so much upset, like, or they felt bad about that. And they stepped on things and put things behind them, and then couldn't find them when they wanted them. And they packed the piece at the bottle and put heavy things on top and smashed the piece in it. So they started making all the things things were not in a proper order. Everything was packed very not in a proper manner. Okay, so they could not do the things in a proper way. See, like if when you are packing things, if especially food items, if there is any hard things or heavy things, we have to keep it at the bottom. Then soft things like bread and all. Imagine that you are having a bread, and if you are keeping at the bottom, and on top of that, if you are keeping any heavy things, then after that it will bread, biscuit, all the any kind of small things are there. So that can be vegetables or such kind of things can be has to be kept at the top. Okay, and heavy things has to be kept on the bottom. But instead of doing that, they did just the opposite. They keep like peas, green beans, like. So these peas are there, so that they kept on the bottom, and above that they kept the heavy things, and all the peas were smashed just like it is made like a jam, like. They upset salt over anything, and as for the butter, I never saw them. So two men do more with 1 and 2 pence worth of butter in my whole life than they did. After George had got it off his slippers, they tried to put it in a kettle. It wouldn't go in, and that was wouldn't come out. They did scrap it out at last, put it down on a chair, and Harris sat on it and stuck to him. And they went looking for it all over the room. So they made a lot amount of fun in that. So see, like they were like the butter was there on their legs, and that has to be, they were trying to remove it, and they say that, see, like just maximum, see, like one packet of butter may be costing some 30-40 rupees, and for that they did all type of nonsense. They were like it was stuck up on the legs of his slippers, and he removed the slippers, and they wanted to put it in a kettle. So they tried to put it in the kettle with the slippers. So then they were unable to put it, and they were trying to put it inside, but entire thing went inside. Then they were unable to take it out. Then again, and was they did scrap it out at last, and put it down on a chair. So they somehow they removed it and kept on the chair, and he sat on the chair. Then it was attached on his back, and after that they were searching all around for where the cheese, where the butter is, and they were unable to find it because it was on the back of the back of Harris, and they could not find it. Then they were searching for it in the entire room. "I will take my oath, I put it down on the chair," said George, staring at the empty seat. And he looked at the seat, and he is saying that I can swear that I have kept it on the chair, but now it is not found. Where is it? So I have kept it on that. I am 100% sure, but now it is not there. "I saw you do it myself not a minute ago," said Harris. And he also said that I have also seen that you are doing it, but just a minute ago, 1 minute ago, I have seen it, but it is not found. Then they started round the room again looking for it, and then they met again in the center and stared at one another. So then after that, they were in the middle of the room. Then they were both the persons were searching for both sides, and after that they came again to the center after searching. Then again they said about the same, they could not find it. "More extraordinary thing I ever heard of," said George. "So mysterious," said Harris. So they started speaking about that. So this is a very mysterious thing, or this is very extraordinary thing that something was kept there and it is now somehow disappeared. Then George got round at the back of Harris and saw it. "Why, here it is all the time," he exclaimed indignantly. So then here it is. So he just turned it back, and the George had seen it, and he said that why we are unable to find it, because it was there on the back of the Harris. Okay. So he said, "Where?" cried Harris, spinning round. He just turned back and asked where. He could not find it because he cannot see that it is there. "Stand still, can't you?" roared George, flying after him. And he was trying to remove it, but he was just moving here and there. So he told that you stay still, stand still, and I will send you. I will remove it. And they got it off and packed it in a teapot. So they found that this thing is there, and they found it out. They removed it, and after that they packed it in a teapot. Okay. Montmorency was in at all, of course. Montmorency's ambition in life is to get in the way and be shown at. If he can swim in anywhere where he particularly is not wanted, and be a perfect nuisance and make people mad and have things thrown at his head, then he feels his day has not been wasted. Okay. So Montmorency is the name of a dog. Okay, so they had a dog also, and till now means he was not there, but he was somewhere outside, and now he came inside, and he started making. Now all the more fully the things were in mess, and now this Montmorency also came, and he started making the things all the more mess. So he was creating, and he is such a kind of a thing that he where he is not supposed to enter, there only he will enter, and he will get the scolding and beating from people, and even where he is not supposed to do whatever is there that they are not supposed to do, only those things he was doing. So that's such a way he will be getting scolding from. That is the habit of the Montmorency. So anywhere he will enter where it is not supposed to be there, and he will create some problems and get nicely from the people. And after, if he is able to do this one, then he feels that my day is not wasted. Means today is a very nice day. And if he is unable to do any kind of disturbance like that, he feels that it is a waste day. So he could not disturb somebody, then he feels that it is a kind of a waste day. To get somebody to stumble over him and curse him steadily for an hour is his highest aim and objective. So somebody should scold him and say all the bad words to him for at least for an hour. So that is the highest ambition. So if somebody is scolding him, beating him, then he is very much happy. Okay. When he was succeeded in accomplishing this, his conceit become quite unbearable. So if he is able to succeed this one, if he is able to irritate somebody, and when they start scolding for 1 hour, then he will be feeling very much happy, and he feels that so I have done some great job. Okay, so such kind of a character this Montmorency had. Okay, so that's enough for today. The remaining portion we study in the next class. Thank you so much.